11th here today, I'm most proud to be here with each of you. You've been consistent in vocalizing your support for school choice. When the governor launched his attack on school choice, you, the parents, the children, you showed up in droves to subcommittee hearings here in Columbus, in Akron, in Marietta, in Dayton, and I'm really proud you're back here today. I need you to prove something to me, though. What I've heard about you children is that all you are is propped up by propaganda from people like Bill Sims and Ron Adler and Tracy Kraft. That's what your critics say. And I want to test you. I want to see if you'll lose some of that energy and tell you, the legislators that are in this building that are your critics and this governor, that it's not about propaganda, it's about your choice. Do I have to do this? Louder! I know you can do better than that. When you go in there, you better do better than that. There's been a bunch of political rhetoric around here from the big talkers here in Columbus. One of those guys said we'd be sinning against the children of Ohio if we didn't pass his education plan. And yeah, all of you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about our governor. I think there's a lot of reasons we'd be sinning against the children of Ohio and families if we did pass his education plan. But let's talk about you for a minute. You kids sometimes know right and wrong better than we old adults do. So you tell me, and I want answers. Do you think cutting brick and mortar charter schools by over 20% is about the right thing to do? Or do you think it's a sin? Do you think cutting these schools by over 70% is about the right thing to do, or do you think it's a sin? Do you think individually singling out your schools and funding you differently than your friends in traditional public schools is the right thing to do, or do you think it's a sin? Do you think targeting schools that are disproportionately serving the neediest students is the right thing to do, or do you think it's a sin? And you think holding higher standards for charter schools than what your counterparts in the traditional public schools has is about the right thing to do, or do you think it's a sin? You know what? All of us agree with you. Now forgive me for being a little incensed, but if the governor and his friends in the Ohio House want to continue to treat some families and children like second-class citizens, all 88,000 children like second-class citizens, I think he might consider that he might find himself in the Ohio Supreme Court again. What do you say, Mr. Sims? Kids, I know these are tough times for you, and I know they're tough times for your families. And as one of the representatives in the state, on a very serious note, I think we owe, as we embrace the problems our state faces, on behalf of the governor and this legislature and what the House passed, you families an apology, and the promise that these folks up here and those of us in the House that have already fought for you will continue to fight for you to save school choice in the state of Ohio. You know what's most exciting, though, is that all of you are here and that we still live in a free country where you have the opportunity to change exactly what's happening. We live in the best country in the world, and you can be a part of the solution. So I ask you to be humble. I ask you to be passionate. I ask you to be loud. I ask you to be loud. Guys, I've been to tea parties that are better than this. I ask you to be louder. I want that governor and I want all of your critics in the Ohio House and the Ohio Senate to hear you one more time. Give me a shout. Give it to me again. We love our school. We love our school. Guys, I want you to take that excitement. I want you to go out there and get them. And I want to thank you for standing up for what's right for your children, for families, and for the best public policy in the state of Ohio, school choice. God save Ohio and God save school choice in Ohio. Thank you so much.